Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Speak Smart with Elizabeth and David. Today's topic is one of the most requested ones: how to pass your IELTS interview.
Yep. If you've ever dreamed of studying or working abroad, you know that the IELTS speaking test can feel terrifying. You sit in front of a stranger, there's a recorder on the table, and suddenly your English disappears.
Exactly. I've seen that happen so many times. Even students with amazing grammar suddenly freeze because they don't know what to expect or they overthink every word.
So today, we're going to calm you down, guide you step by step, and make sure you understand what the IELTS interview really is and how to handle it like a confident speaker.
We'll talk about what the examiner actually wants, what mistakes students lose marks in, and how to sound natural even if you're nervous.
And trust me, if you listen till the end, you'll stop fearing that little recording device forever. Section 1. Understanding what the IELTS speaking interview really is.
Elizabeth, let's start from the basics. David, what's one thing most students misunderstand about the IELTS speaking test?
Oh, easy. They think it's an English knowledge test, like they'll be asked difficult grammar questions or advanced vocabulary, but it's not. It's a communication test.
Exactly. IELTS is not about testing how many fancy words you know. It's about how well you can communicate ideas clearly and naturally in English.
The examiner isn't sitting there thinking, does this person know the word metamorphosis? They're thinking, can this person keep a natural conversation going?
Yes, and there's something students don't realize. The IELTS speaking test is designed to feel like a friendly chat. The examiner doesn't want to trap you.
Totally. Think of it like meeting a polite stranger who wants to know more about you. They'll ask you about your home, your hobbies, your city, your plans. Nothing scary.
But here's the problem. When people sit down, they suddenly go into exam mode. Their voice changes, they become robots.
My name is David. I am from Pakistan. I like cricket. Yeah, it happens all the time.
Right, but the examiner wants you to sound like a human. So the first rule is don't perform, just communicate.
Love that. Don't perform, just communicate. Write that down, guys, because if you focus on sounding natural, your fluency score instantly improves. Section 2. The 3 parts of the IELTS speaking interview.
Okay, now that we know what the interview really is, let's break down the structure. There are 3 parts, right?
Yep, part 1 is short, like a warm-up. The examiner asks simple questions about familiar topics. Think your hometown, your studies, your hobbies, or food you like.
It lasts around 4 to 5 minutes, and the goal is just to make you comfortable. But many students panic here, right at the start.
Section 4. Vocabulary and grammar. How to sound natural, not forced. Okay, now, another big myth. Many people think they need advanced vocabulary to get Band 9.
Oh yes, they think using complicated words will impress the examiner. But the truth is, natural, topic-appropriate vocabulary works better.
Like, instead of saying, I am an individual who experiences immense gratification upon engaging in physical activity, just say, I feel really good when I exercise.
Exactly. That first one sounds like a robot dictionary. Examiners prefer natural English.
So, how can students improve their vocabulary the right way?
By learning collocations, words that naturally go together. For example, we say, make a decision, not do.
Section 5. Pronunciation and accent. What really matters. Now, let's talk about pronunciation. People think they need a British or American accent to score high. Do they?
Nope. Accent doesn't matter. Clarity does. You can have any accent, Indian, Pakistani, Chinese, Nigerian, as long as your words are clear.
Exactly. The examiner isn't rating your accent. They're rating your intelligibility.
Yes, if your pronunciation makes it easy to understand you, you're fine. But if you speak too fast, mumble, or misstress words, it becomes hard to follow.
That's why I tell students, speak slowly, clearly, and with confidence. Don't copy a fake accent.
100% agree. Natural rhythm and correct word structure are much more important.
Like, say, photograph.
versus photographer. The stress changes the meaning.
Exactly. Practicing stress patterns and intonation makes your English sound alive.
You know what helps? Recording yourself. Listen, identify mispronunciations, and fix them. That's how professionals train their speaking muscles.
Yes, and practice shadowing, listening to native speakers and repeating their sentences with the same rhythm and tone.
Section 6. Real IELTS Cue Card Demo.
Okay, let's do a quick demo. I'll be the candidate, you'll be the examiner.
All right, Elizabeth. Your topic is describe a time when you helped someone. You should say who you helped, why they needed help, how you helped them, and explain how you felt after helping them. You have 1 minute to prepare. After pretending to think.
Okay, I'm ready.
You may start speaking now.
So, one time I helped my younger cousin with her English homework. She was really struggling to understand how to write.
Let's make it easy for our listeners. Here's a 3-step structure you can use for any cue card. 1. Introduction. 10 to 15 seconds. Say what you're going to talk about. I'd like to talk about a book that really inspired me. 2. Body. 1 minute. Give details. When, where, who, what happened. I read it last summer during my holidays. It's about building better habits. And 3, conclusion. 10 to 15 seconds, reflect or summarize. That book changed my daily routine, and I still use those techniques today.
Beautiful and simple. That's a universal template. Fits any topic, a person, a place, an experience, an object, anything.
Exactly. And if you forget something, don't panic. Just move to the next point naturally. The examiner won't even notice.
Right. The worst thing you can do is freeze or say sorry repeatedly. Just keep talking, even if you go slightly off topic.
Yes, because fluency greater than perfection. Always.
All right, let's get real for a second. The hardest part of IELTS speaking isn't grammar, it's nerves.
Absolutely. Students know English, but when they see the examiner, they forget everything.
I've been there. You start sweating, your heart races, and suddenly you can't even say your own name properly.
True, but there are ways to control that anxiety. One thing that really helps is breathing.
Oh yes, before the interview starts, take a deep breath slowly in through your nose, out through your mouth. It calms your body instantly.
Another thing, smile. It sounds silly, but smiling actually relaxes your face and helps your voice sound friendlier.
Totally agree. Plus, when you smile, the examiner smiles back. It creates a positive vibe.
And here's something most people don't realize. Examiners are trained to make you comfortable. They're not trying to fail you.
Exactly. Their job is to get the best version of your English, not to scare you.
So treat it like a conversation with a polite stranger. That mindset shift alone can increase your score.
Right. And you know what? It's okay to be nervous. Even confident speakers feel it. The trick is to sound confident even when you're not.
Yes, fake it till you make it. Speak a little slower, keep your tone steady, and make eye contact.
And avoid overthinking grammar mid-sentence. If you realize you made a small mistake, don't correct it immediately. Just keep going.
Exactly. The examiner marks your overall communication. Section 9. Real Band 9 Example Conversation. All right, let's give listeners a real Band 9 style sample for Part 1 and Part 3.
Great idea. I'll be the examiner again. Let's talk about your hometown. Where is it?
I'm from a small city called Davifd. It's located in the northern part of my country, surrounded by beautiful hills and green scenery.
Do you like living there?
Yes, I really do. The atmosphere is peaceful, the people are friendly, and it has this natural beauty that makes you feel calm.
What kind of changes have you seen in your hometown in recent years?
That's a good question. I'd say the biggest change is urban development. There are more restaurants, shopping malls, and roads now. Part 3. Common mistakes and real practice secrets. So, David, we've covered cue cards and confidence, but let's be honest. Everyone makes mistakes in IELTS interviews.
Oh, absolutely. Even advanced speakers slip. And the funny part is, most of the mistakes aren't about grammar. They're about behavior.
Right, like students sitting down before the examiner says, please have a seat.
Oh, yes. It's not a crime, but those tiny habits can make you look nervous.
Exactly. The first impression matters. Walk in calmly, smile, and wait until the examiner invites you to sit.
Another big one, overusing like.
Oh, fillers. They're like seasoning in food. A little adds flavor, too much ruins everything.
Perfect metaphor. If you pause, just pause. Silence is better than
Totally. And then there's the memorized robot voice. Students think if they memorize fancy words, they'll sound smarter.
But they end up sounding mechanical. You can actually see the examiner's face when they realize it's rehearsed.
Yes, that polite nod. Ah, here comes the template again.
The best answers are simple and personal. You can use advanced vocabulary naturally, but don't force it.
For example, instead of saying, I am an individual who possesses a passion for the culinary arts, just say, I love cooking.
Exactly. The first one sounds like a dictionary swallowed you.
True.
Earthwords Section 11, Pronunciation and Accent Myths. Let's talk about accents. People always ask, do I need a British accent to get Band 9?
No, that's a total myth. The IELTS doesn't test accent, it tests clarity.
Exactly. You can have an Indian, Pakistani, Nigerian, or Chinese accent, as long as your words are clear and your tone natural.
Right. Pronunciation is about stress and rhythm. For example, say comfortable, not comfortable.
Yes, stressing the right syllables helps the listener instantly understand you.
And practice with recordings. Record your answers, then listen. You'll hear how you actually sound. That's powerful feedback.
That's how I trained my students. We'd record, playback, and they'd say, wait, do I really sound like that?
It's always a surprise, but it works.
Time and pacing. Another secret, pacing. Some candidates speak too fast to sound fluent.
Yes, like a bullet train. But fast speech isn't fluency, it's confusion.
Exactly. Fluency means flow, not speed. Pause after each idea. It gives your words power.
I tell my students, imagine every sentence like a heartbeat, steady and alive.
Beautiful. Slow speech also gives your brain time to pick the right words.
And it helps the examiner follow you easily, which can boost your score for coherence.
Okay, time for some fun. What's the funniest thing you've ever heard in a mock IELTS test?
Oh my God. One student was asked, do you enjoy reading newspapers? He said, no, I read WhatsApp only.
Legendary.
Another said, my favorite season is chicken. I think he meant spring or winter.
Oh dear. But hey, mistakes like that happen under pressure.
Totally. The point is, don't panic if you say something silly. Laugh, correct yourself, move on.
Exactly. Examiners are human. They appreciate honesty.
If you say, oops, I mean spring, not chicken, they'll smile and carry on.
If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button. More real IELTS talk coming soon.
And share this with a friend who's stressing over their IELTS interview.
Remember, you don't need perfect English. You need confident communication.
Speak your truth, enjoy the process, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Till then, keep practicing, keep believing.
Bye for now.